Have you ever wanted to learn the L-sit? And then from the L-sit, simply be able to move all the way up into a handstand? Well, this is one of the most impressive skills, especially in the beginning, something that will help you to transit to something much more intense, much more difficult. And yeah, today I'm gonna showing you all the progressions, everything you need to know, not only how to hold your L-sit, but also how to master your L-sit to handstand. This move combines balance, strength, and control, and I'm gonna break it down for you and show you everything you need to know. So now, let's get started. Now, before we see all the progressions, there are some requirements that you have to learn in order for you to be able to play with L-sit to handstand. First of all will be to learn and to have a solid L-sit hold. Even 10 to 15 seconds are more than enough. After that, for example, we will have to work on a tuck, planche hold. There will also be another step in order for us to learn transition from one side to another. After that, we were gonna work on the bent arm strength in order for us to be able to hold ourselves with the shoulders, then core strength, and then to finish shoulder mobility in order for us to be able to all the way open and obviously with strength press all the way back up. Now let's go directly to see what are all the progressions. Welcome to your first progression. First progression is gonna be working on our L-sit. Here we have three different choices, or three different progressions. The first one is gonna be the easiest one because we're gonna work on the tuck L-sit hold. So technically, we're gonna tuck the legs inside, closer to our chest. In this way, the weight will be distributed in the middle. There is not gonna be weight pulling us down. We need to use less core. So, how it works? I'm gonna take my position. What I wanna do here is depress my shoulders, send the shoulders down. Once when I have that, I wanna raise both legs and then hold. If my legs try to drop down, I'm gonna bring that up and hold. Now this progression, for example, in the beginning, I wanna hold it for at least 15 to 20 seconds. Once when I'm able to complete that and hold, I'm able then to pass to something more difficult, to the second progression. Now, in the beginning, you will see that your body will pull you forward, the weight will pull you forward. What you can do is slightly lean backward, that's okay, and then slowly build up. You can use parallels, you can use the floor or even the bench, whatever you feel. Now, the second progression will be slowly extending one leg further. When we extend a leg further, there is two different things happening. We will have to build up the strength in the leg, and we will have to work also on flexibility of our hamstring. The reason for that is because when I hold the L-sit, in the beginning, the leg will be bended if I'm not flexible enough. But what I want to do, obviously, working through different movements just to stretch my hamstring so that my leg, when extend, can be straight. Second thing will be add some exercise to work on hip flexor, on the muscle here, that is going to be responsible for me to hold my leg straight up, okay? So now, it's a little bit more interesting. We slowly start extending the leg, and then when the weights start pulling us, we will have again to bring it back up. This is how it looks like. Go into the position, and then extend and point, and be able to hold. Now, I have different option here. I can hold the position, one leg L-sit hold, for time and build up that. Then I can stop. I can extend the second leg and hold. Or I have even better option. When I start building this time on the tension, or when I start building, spending more time in the position, I can then play. It means I can build up. One. When I feel it's too difficult, I'm gonna go to easy progression. When I cannot hold, I'm gonna extend it more. You see now, what happened is that I didn't stop at 10 seconds, 15, 20, but I tried to go back to the easier progression, hold a little bit more, and then try to extend. So this is something that you will play and you will see. The more you work on your flexibility with different movements, the more it will be easy. The more you work on the strength of hip flexor and muscles to open and be able to lift your legs, the more this move is gonna be easier. Now you're ready for progression number 3. So here, we're gonna extend fully of both legs and hold for time. Now here, it's not about building immediately. Obviously, the weight will pull you down, it's gonna be more difficult. Start slowly, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and build up then to 30 seconds, okay? Again, in a position, extend, and hold. Everything is tight, and everything is engaged. Now here, once you master this progression, you're ready to go into something more difficult. See you there. A second progression after holding and mastering the held sit will be to work on the bantam strength. You see, we need this. We need to make shoulders strong in order for us to be able just to shift our weight and then be one day able to press up. Here, for example, we're gonna work on 2 different movements. Movements number 1 is gonna be for shoulder strength, and it's just gonna be a shoulder or a pike push-up. Pike push-ups, remember, if you're completely beginner, flow will be good. If you feel that you can do 5 to 10 repetitions easily, just elevate your legs higher and higher so that you can bring more weight in your hands. This is how it's gonna look like. And here, all the way up, shoulders are elevated. I wanna bring the shoulders forward, going down, press and complete the move. Lean forward, going down, press and complete the move. What I want you to focus here is not only about getting so much number of the reps. I want you to also be able to hold. Have a feeling of holding your whole body for a few seconds. So, leaning forward, hold, 2, 3, push and complete the move. Shoulders forward, hold, 2, 3 and complete the move. So, work on the hold, being able to be comfortable in that position, because when we make the transition from the L sit, we're gonna find ourselves leaning in that low position of 90 degrees, and we have to hold our body for a few seconds in order for us then to press up. Then after that, once you master that, you can work on the second progression. Now, second progression, I'm gonna use higher parallels just to show you. We're gonna work on L sit to tuck planche. So here, we're gonna slowly learn how to use the transition, but without going up on the shoulders. This is how it's gonna look like. I'm going to L sit, then from here, I can bring it in, tuck, and hold. Hold the position, bring it in. I'm shifting the weight up, pressing, leaning, and back. One more. And back. You see here, when I'm into tuck planche position, what I want to do, I want to be able to lean forward, so it's going to be more straight arm, but I want to be able to bring my shoulders aligned with my hips and hold for at least a few seconds, and then go all the way back. Here we already learned how to slowly transit. So now, once you can complete this, from 3 sets, about 5 reps, you're ready for the next progression. See you there. With the previous progression, we was able to build up the strength in our shoulders, working on the bent arm exercise. That is gonna help us, obviously, to be able after to hold our body like what we're gonna do now. This, for example, is a little bit more challenging. We're gonna work on L-sit to tuck handstand progressions. Here, the thing's getting more interesting because from the L-sit, I will have to bring my body all the way in, going into a tuck that we was doing before, right? Tuck punch, hold, then leaning forward. There is gonna be like a bottom of the pike push-up that I asked you before to learn how to hold in the bottom position, and then slightly raise our hips up. Once when we do that and we master that for reps, 3 to 5 reps, we're able to hold our body in that position, then we can slowly extend so that we're ready for the next progression. That is gonna be slightly kick up, and then using the wall, and then obviously combine everything together is gonna be free of wall. So how it's gonna look like, it's gonna be like this. Going into L-sit, tuck, leaning, lifting, bringing back, tuck, Now, common mistake that can be, especially for people in the beginning, they lean too much forward. So, if you manage to go into this 90-degree, right, your shoulders are strong. You will build up the strength for that. But the moment you go much lower, now you have much less strength, and you will have to push your whole body up just to be able to hold. So be mindful about that. Now that you're ready and you master that progression, 3 to 5 reps are enough. You're ready to go into something more challenging. And now that we understand the transition going from the L-sit into a floated position and then obviously build up to extend the legs, now we're ready to go into a next progression that is going to be L-sit to kick up to handstand. What this works, before, in the beginning, you don't have so much strength to control the move and be able to press with your own strength. I'm 83 kilograms. Imagine that I'm just a beginner and I need to press back 80 kilograms with my shoulders. This is going to be very challenging. So we can use momentum. Now here, imagine that in the beginning, it's really difficult for you to really engage the core, to really have a perfect alignment of the handstand, and that's okay. The only thing we want to learn is to build up into slowly going into position and master that for time. Okay, this is how it's going to look like. I don't know how was the handstand, and obviously in the beginning, even if there's going to be banana handstand, it's okay. The only thing we want to be able is to learn how it should look, how it should feel to go into the move. Because now that we master at least 5 reps, nice and slowly, take whatever time and rest you need, we are ready to master even better with the next progression. Now that we complete the progression of kicking up into a handstand, we're gonna do the same thing with the last move, but we're gonna use the wall. Before, I ask you to do at least 3 to 5 repetitions, but you have chance to rest for time. It means you didn't have to do this, doing one by one, repeating these for reps. Now we want to build up the strength in order for us to be more easy to go upside down. For the purpose of the wall, I'm using the socks in order for me to slide better. I want to show you the beauty of using the wall, okay? It's going to be that not only you can go up the wall, but it's going to help you to fully extend your shoulders and simulate the handstand, even if you're far away from the wall. This is how it's going to look like. Slide and complete the move. And helps it. Slide and complete the move. Before with freestanding, right? If you're able to complete the move and come back, you can do it, but obviously it was much more fear. Now with the wall, it's gonna help you to build up the reps, but also build up this negative motion in order for you to complete. Now let's see how we can master and put everything together. Now that you master all the progressions, let's try to put everything together. What we're gonna do is gonna be able to, starting from the L-sit, slightly lean forward, going to tuck position, leaning more forward, bringing more shoulders, weight to the shoulders, hips are high, extending the legs, pressing all the way back into the handstand, finding the alignment, and then if you can, also repeat that motion on the way back. Remember, this is a move that is gonna take consistency, frequency, and correct way of training. Maybe it's gonna take weeks, maybe it's gonna take a month, so be consistent and be patient. Let's try to put everything together and see how it's gonna do. L-sit, tuck, leaning, extending, opening the shoulders, and bring the body back. Especially when it comes to pressing your body up. This is something that's gonna take a little bit more time. Once you have your weight on your shoulders, there is a lot of strength coming from the shoulders. But the moment you start pressing up, it's gonna be much more requirement of the tricep to complete the move and be able to open the shoulders. Let's see now how we can put the program together in order for you to master even better. Now that you mastered all the progressions, let's see how we can create a nice program in order for us to get even more better. I will divide this in 4 working days. On day number 1, for example, I will only work on the LC progression. If you're a beginner, maybe you can work with the tuck position, then slowly extend to one leg, being able to play, and then both legs. Here, repeat for 3 to 4 sets with the rest of 1 minute or even 2 minutes. Then, day number 2, for example, here I will focus more on the straightening on the shoulders, pike push-ups and tuck positions, and also working on the core strength. This will also be important. Again, 3 to 4 sets, 1 minute to 2 minutes rest. Day number 3, for example, I will play into tech to handstand drills. Remember, when we're going to tuck position and then being able to shift the body up, even if it's elevated hips or floated, and then even being just able to go with the weight and play. Day number 4, I would like you to play and combine the full practice. Try to put everything together, and then once you have this, you can even use it every workout. But here, very important tips are to be patient, because this move can take weeks, can even take months in base of your current fitness level. Then, very important is you train smart. I want you to focus on quality and not on quantity. Build up the real reps. Build up the real movement, what you need. Try to do as much as you can with correct form. Then, it's really important you enjoying the progress. You enjoying the process and celebrate the progress. Now that we have all of that and that you master, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here and completely putting all the work that you need. Now, the only thing you miss is just to be able to practice. Consistency and frequency will pay off. If you like this content, be able to share, like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video in order for us to master some other moves. Bye.